Hi, I'm Ben Windsor, I'm the president of the Marketing Club, and I'm here today with Adam, the program manager at Startup Edmonton. Maybe just introduce yourself.
So like you said, Adam, I'm the community program manager here, and so I run all of our student programming, so anything that has to do with students, student groups, universities, all that kind of stuff falls under me and my team.
Okay, so what exactly does Startup Edmonton kind of do for the community?
Yeah, so we do a lot of different things. Our main ones are running workshops and programs that really help tech entrepreneurs, go from idea to launching their business. So that's the main things that we do and are known for. We also run a bunch of meetups out of our space here in the Mercer building. So we run over 285 community events and meetups every year out of our space. So there's something for everybody. We also have our student programming event. So that's, again, what I look after, but there's lots of different opportunities that we run specifically for students.
Mm-hmm. So what's kind of just a quick example maybe of your next upcoming event?
Yeah, so on Tuesday, October 15th, we have a panel. We're working with Amy, so the Alberta Machine Intelligence Institute, to do a panel on AI and machine learning and kind of like what career opportunities there are, what careers look like in that field for both technical students and non-technical students. So no matter what program you're in, there's going to be something of interest for you there.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So kind of just going into your role, like specifically what's your role with Startup Edmonton?
Yeah. So I look after all of our student programming. So at Startup Edmonton, we're a small team, so everyone does a little bit of everything. But primarily, I look after all of our student programming. So that's things like our student membership, the speaker series events that we host on campus, different workshops we run for students, student group outreach, class tours, class talks for professors, all that. We also run our Student Developers Conference in March. So that falls under me as well. So it's really all about helping students, empowering students while they're in school.
Yeah, very student-forward organization, you can tell.
Yeah.
So what's kind of like maybe just the general mission of Startup Edmonton? What's the goal? Why was it created?
So our goal is really to have more tech and tech-enabled businesses start and grow here in Edmonton. Mm-hmm. So that's a big part of diversifying the economy here, and so we're really focused on building the tech community and supporting those tech entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So how exactly does Startup Edmonton connect with MacEwan students specifically? Like what are some ways they can get involved, or what do you do on campus in a way for MacEwan?
Definitely. So I guess the first thing is with our student membership, that's the first thing. So it's a free student membership, and you can sign up for that at studentstartuplife.com. So that's kind of the first step for anybody. Mm-hmm. But other than that, we work directly with a number of student groups like the marketing club. We work with the entrepreneurship club, commerce club, computer science club. So lots of really club access activities. And then we also connect through classes with professors, doing speaker events, things like that. And we run a lot of events on campus at MacEwan and for MacEwan students, whether that's at MacEwan or here at Startup Edmonton, which is only a block away, or all of our student events that happen, say like at the U of A or NAGE or other campuses, most of them are open to students across the city. So regardless of what post-secondary you're with, the option is to come out to those as well.
Okay, perfect. And you've been mentioning a lot with student memberships. So kind of what exactly does that entail?
Yeah, so like I said, number one, our student membership is free. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome as a student. You really get a lot of access to you get free workshops, free events, the opportunity to work here in the Mercer building every Wednesday. So that's really cool. So from 9 till 5, we open up our space to any of our student members to come work here for the day. So you can come work on an assignment or a class project, or even if you just need to come read a book or something like that. The space is here, you get coffee.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what students need.
Yeah, exactly. And then we also have a newsletter that we put out for our student members to keep them up to date on all the events that not only we're running, but events that other community partners are running that they can take advantage of.
Okay, so also with students, how exactly do you get here? Because I know that might even just be a bit of a challenge from MacEwan.
Sure.
Where's kind of the location? How do you reach here?
Yeah, that's a fair question. So we're located just about, I think, 2 blocks or a block east of MacEwan. So if you go all the way to Building 5, head out and walk towards the to Rogers Place. We're right across the road from Rogers Place in the Mercer building.
Okay.
So the same building as Mercer's Tavern. If you go in the door underneath the Rostizado sign, go all the way up the stairs to the top floor. That's where we are. We're the whole third floor of the Mercer building here.
And is there any maybe specific or an example you kind of heard of MacEwan students specifically getting involved in Startup Edmonton?
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, we have over 400 student members from MacEwan alone. So that's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and that number is continually growing. So we're always looking for more student members from MacEwan, want to get involved and impact as many students as we can.
Yeah.
And another example is the computer science club. They always send a group, or they always have a group that comes to our hack day. And so that's the first Saturday of every month. They come as a group. They go to Denny's for breakfast, and they come over here to work on stuff for the day. And then one of the companies that we've worked with, Run for Stuff, actually is MacEwan students, or I think they might be alumni now, but they started when they were students, and they've gone through our student summer program, and they've been space members here for quite a while as well. So we have, again, one of those companies that started as MacEwan students and went through our programs.
All right, so for anyone that is interested in Startup Edmonton, for perhaps some of the viewers, maybe what's the next step to this? What should they do after learning a little bit of Startup Edmonton?
Yeah, so I think, signing up for your free student membership at studentstartuplife.com, that's going to be a good one. Then you get our notifications for events and all those kind of things. Following us on social media is always great, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And then checking out the events calendar. So we have our student-focused events calendar at Student Startup Life, but then at startupedmonton.com we have our bigger events calendar, so more general events calendar, which has all the meetups and things like that on it as well.
Perfect. Yeah. Really, thank you so much for your time today, Adam. It's great to know or learn a little bit about Startup Edmonton. I do hope everyone gets at least slightly involved. Definitely check out the student memberships. Even, I take it, is there anything mandatory about memberships?
No, nothing at all. So it's come to whatever you want. If you decide you don't want to come to something, there's no obligation at all to sign up for anything.
Perfect. Yeah. So hopefully you guys will pick and choose some of your interests and really take this opportunity to learn a little bit about Startup Edmonton.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me.